Are we live, y'all?
We're trying, guys. We're trying. So we're on the second live. Hopefully everybody will come over and see on your screen.
Yeah, so we've never had any issues with the sound. All right, try that now.
All right.
We've never had any issues with sound, but apparently the sound on our laptop has gone completely out. So, okay, I see some of you guys jumping on. Have sound, yay. Okay, so apparently something is wrong with our,
That right here.
I know, but I'm trying to get it off of my face so I don't get distracted. Okay, just leave it on there. All right, so apparently something is wrong with our sound on our laptop, and no, just leave it like that. We're gonna make them drunk. They're gonna all fall out. You're just gonna have to read it from on there because I can't see it. Like when we use it on our phone, when we read it on our phone, which is the device that we're on now, it comes across in tiny little bars that are really hard to see. On the computer, it's big and you can see the whole chat on one side of the screen for those that don't ever go live, just so you know what we're kind of talking about. So
So much for bearing with us. So we don't know what happened. We've never had sound issues on the computer.
So I don't know if it's something wrong with our computer. I actually pulled up Excel a few days ago and started typing in all my soap orders, and it was like it overloaded it. It was like it
Too
just
much.
is not work. Colby had fits on YouTube the other day trying to get that video up, the last video uploaded for y'all. And then tonight wasn't that bad, but then the sound was gone on the live. So I hate not being able to
And
read
it's like
the chat
lower.
though.
Here, you can read it right there.
I know, well, that's like tiny to me. I can't actually see it.
Yeah, so bear with us. We actually are trying to find the comments to get bigger because we're used to seeing it on the screen here. But thank y'all for being here.
Yes, absolutely. Thank y'all for jumping on. Well, I'm so excited about the giveaway. We're going to do that a little bit more towards the end. But we have some awesome things we wanted to share with y'all, like the name of our new calf, the name of our truck, all those things that we haven't released yet. We had planned on doing those on the live with y'all. But when we had a church event, then we had something else happened, then we ended up getting sick. So it was just like so much going on.
Rehab Life says it's been way too long since we've done lives.
Yeah,
and we come back and then blow the internet up.
No, it was the computer. It was just not working right. Look, to be able to read, I have to leave it right here so I can see.
You can't see?
I can't see that far away.
So excuse us if we're looking down. We're usually looking to the side, so Miss Matt can't see. We're at the flip, so she's gonna keep it in front of her.
So the name of the baby. Let's go ahead and do that.
The name of the calf?
The name of the calf,
all right, so first, before we do that, for the ones who said they knew or they guessed, what do y'all think the baby calf's name is?
We did go with one of the most popular choices on there.
Hey, Hank, what's up, man? So y'all got to tell us what you think the name of the calf is. A lot of y'all hit it, too. We went with one of the names.
Yeah, we went with one of the most popular ones.
Thanks, Dutch.
And the kids loved it, too. So it was just really a win-win for us all the way around. I'm going to have to get some water in a minute. Me and Colby both ended up getting laryngitis from this, whatever we had.
Walker Farm
I kind of think we had the flu, maybe. Jennings had gone into the nursery, so for a lot of y'all, Jennings had gone into the nursery at our church, and we kept Livy with us, but it's easier to let one go in so that we can, at least while one's holding the baby, the other one can listen, and then we just kind of take turns. So we're getting something out of having like two tiny little kids in church. So we let Jennings go in, then Livy started getting really irritated. So I sent one of my older ones in with her because she won't stay in by herself. Anyway, when she come out, she said, Mama, one of those kids in there was really, really sick. She had a really nasty nose. She was crying the whole time and coughing the whole time. And I thought, oh, man. Well, that following Wednesday, I really didn't think much else about it. But then that following Wednesday, Jennings started running fever.
Thanks, Mike.
Several nights later, Livy started running fever. And needless to say, We had some really, really long sleepless nights with them. They were very restless and whiny and crying and earaches and teeth aches and fever and coughing all night. I mean, coughing spells. I remember I had to send Livy out at one point in time because I couldn't lay her on me. She wanted to be up. So Colby had to get up in the rocking chair with her, and he said she coughed for like 45 more minutes. And then by the time we ended up getting it, we both lost our voices. We were both, I think I lost mine probably worse than you.
I don't know.
But,
it's been terrible.
But you had worse coughing than I did.
I can't get over it.
So anyway, yeah, we're still actually coughing some, but
thanks, Miss Debbie.
it wasn't terrible. For the little kids, it was way worse. You said one day you felt like you kind of had body aches. I just had a headache and lost my voice, basically. But then on the littles, like the little kids, it was way worse on them.
Are you going to release the name of the calf?
They had a hard time recovering. Okay.
All right, so you say the name of the calf.
I call her Willa.
Willa?
Willow.
Willow. But in our southern accent, it just comes out as Willa. Willa. So the name of the calf is going to be Willow. That gives us our W. So next would be...
And she is so cute.
She is pretty. So next is X.
That's going to be fun.
So the next calf is going to be terrible. So that's going to be terrible. Willa.
Yeah.
And what's so funny is it comes out as Willa, like you have, Miss Diane, but it's actually Willow. But we're the same way. We say Willow.
Yeah.
Hey, Evans family.
Harley corrects me every time when I'm talking about her and I say something about Willa. She goes, "No, Mom, it's Willow." Like with the O-W. I'm like, okay, Harley.
Is everybody hearing us fine on sound? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. It
I
was
think someone
the
just came
computer.
across on our old live and said they couldn't hear sound. So, hey, Patty G. So that is the name of our calf. The calf is doing phenomenally well. We have noticed, and this is one of the transitional moments where we love Josie. Josie is the mama is just sweet as can be. She's done great as a milk cow. However, she is not the kind of producer that we were hoping for. So we're gonna see what the next steps are once we wean this calf to see if Willow's mom stays on farm or sees kind of what the situation is there, because Josie is not producing as much milk as we'd like.
I wish he would wait and just give her a little while.
Thank you, Daniel.
But one of the problems is only 3 of her quarters are actually working.
She's got 1 quarter that's not working.
Yeah,
it's not damaged though.
He noticed it like from the very beginning that it just was not letting down. We kept an eye on her for mastitis for.
Wow.
Yeah. And then actually ended up testing it just to make sure, and she never had any problems, but she's just not putting out. So I see that we're going in and
I think
out.
we're going in and out of service, guys. I'm sorry what's causing that. We're not doing
We
anything
better
crazy.
just go ahead and do it then and get it done.
Okay. So the giveaways. We're going to go ahead and do the giveaways. And hopefully
Let's
we'll hang
tell the
on
name
there.
of our truck real quick, and then we'll try to. Do y'all see us again?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Our last giveaway. Do you
I know.
not remember that?
YouTube doesn't want us to give things away. Let's
Our
really do it.
last giveaway was our 5,000
We had the
giveaway.
same issue,
And we
you're
had the
right.
same problem.
We
Does
did.
anybody else remember that? Are y'all still buffering? Are we done buffering? Okay, so the name of the truck is, Aiden did an awesome job. He actually said this at first, and I thought that was really good. And then some of you guys said it too, and I was like, that's what we've got to go with. It wasn't a really popular choice, but it just fits.
So you can name it again.
No, you
Tell
did
us.
or
No, you can tell us. You tell us what you think it is.
Tell
It's the Big Mac.
The Big Mac.
The Big Mac. So
We just thought that was so fitting. I thought he did a good job with that.
that is what's going to be
The
fun
truck,
to have. So.
the truck name, the Big Mac.
So we've got that. So now we've named everything. Now, for the giveaway. So we have two major. Oh, is it two major giveaways? Okay, so two major giveaways. The two major giveaways will be the first one is going to be something we make on farm. The second one's going to be our major giveaway, and we'll let Missy say the questions because I can't even hardly remember them. The first giveaway is something we make on farm. Y'all have seen it. It's the soap. So we're doing a big soap box that's going to have all the different smells that we have going on, and they're amazing. We've used these soaps for how long?
A bunch of years.
A bunch of years. So we have a soap giveaway, and then the second giveaway is going to be from our friends at VW Family Farm. We've got a gift certificate for their food, their barn to door food. I guess you'd say their farm food that they sell. So check them out if you're wanting to buy from them. But we're gonna have a $100 gift certificate to VW Family Farm.
And that's like the most perfect time because you're kicking off the holiday seasons. You're just gonna go to, do all the stuff with families and to be able to order, $100 worth of free groceries.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, y'all.
We've already been in contact with Ben and Andrea, so we'll kind of get all that set. The two things, though, I hate to say this, you have to be in the continental USA for both of these gifts to get shipped out. We actually tried to go international one time, and it took us like weeks to get something to them. And of course, Ben and them have already said too that we do need to stay in the continental USA to send out the meat. And again, we'll go over all arrangements. We'll see who wins though first.
Well, this is how it's going to go. I'm going to ask a question, and you guys, our viewers, we're going to be watching. Colby's going to be watching the comments, and the first person that comes across with the right answer on our screen will name the winner. And then we'll call you guys out. We get you guys to send us an email so we can get your shipping information and get that sent off to you. Are you ready?
Yeah, you unplugged my coffee pot. I can't believe you.
I might have in the middle of the chaos.
I was wondering why my coffee was like chilly.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the question.
All right, which one is this one for? This is for the soap?
Let's do the big giveaway first.
The big giveaway
first. $100
$100
worth of groceries.
We'll probably buffer right when this happens.
Local farm. Colby just told y'all about all this. This is buffering now. I'm telling you, YouTube does not like for us to do this. So anyway, here's the big question, and Colby's going to be watching the comments, and the first correct answer that comes across will be our winner on our screen. Y'all tell us the name of our oldest pig that's still alive on our farm. He's going to be looking for the correct answer.
Oldest pig on farm still there. Now we've had older pigs.
What the name is.
But which one is still on farm, which is the oldest?
He's going to be watching.
D. Martin. D. Martin has got it. D.
That
Martin,
was the first one come
D.
across.
Martin and D. Main got the second, but D. Martin got it. We did the oldest pig, Meemaw's, was George. However, we did this George this last part of this year, but D. Martin did get it. D. Martin, if you'll reach out to us, send us your email to our email.
I thought that was going to be harder, the question, than it was.
I knew it wasn't going to be that hard. Golly. No, I'm serious. D. Martin, reach out to us via email. Get us some information to you, and then we will pass that along to Ben and Andrea, and you will have $100 worth of a gift certificate to Barn to Door to VW Family Farm. So congratulations to D. Martin and for getting that. A lot of people got that too. I see a lot of that jumping in, so that's good. Do y'all remember, this is a bonus question. This has no merit at all. Do you remember what the new boar's name is that was her baby that's off her first litter that is now still on farm? That's just a bonus question.
That was a loaded question.
A loaded question. So who was her baby that now is the new boar to the American Guinea Hog?
We had two of them, and one went to slaughter.
This is bonus. This has no merit, so I'm sorry. You're not going to get anything. Grammy Karen, thank you for sharing that. D. Martin, reach out to us. Pamela got it. So
Yay.
Bonus points to Pamela.
Yes.
Bonus points
absolutely.
to Pamela.
We know you follow us for real when you know some of those names. because we don't talk about them in every single video. So awesome job. Y'all are the bomb.
All right.
Okay. Last,
Tell you, I can't get over this cough, man.
last question. And I don't know how much this was brought up in a lot of our videos. I'm pretty sure that it was.
What if they watched our
But
main
even
video?
if it's not, y'all just keep guessing. So baby Livy's birthday is coming up, and I cannot believe it's been almost a year. So the first person that can tell us Livy's birth date.
Now, Livy, the reason we're saying Livy is because she's the only one that we were actually vlogging when we
She
had
was
Livy.
born with y'all.
Yeah, we actually vlogged that whole process.
So be looking for the birth
Okay.
date. Y'all can tell me her birth date.
This is going to be a hard one, actually.
December.
Go away, Harley.
You got a lot of good guesses.
It's hard to believe she's almost one. She is walking everywhere and into
Ooh, Christy was close.
everything.
Greg was close.
Oh, you're fixing to give it away.
I know, I'm letting somebody just bust it right here. Oh, so close.
We didn't talk about it a whole lot, but
All right, Phyllis got it. Good job, Phyllis. And Debbie was right after. Actually, the answer was given. Misty's mom actually was on here too, but we knew she knew it, so we couldn't say anything until everybody else got it. So, Phyllis, you were our first one to get it. We'll have to throw a happy in for Miss Kathy too. But Phyllis, you are now the winner of the soap. So reach out to us. Let me get your last name. I want to make sure we have the right person.
and that is going to be
Miss Phyllis.
7 bars, 1 cent of each bar, 7 bars of the homemade glass soap.
Waymaner. I'm a Mississippi Southern person. They probably can't say
You
that
would
name.
do it better than me because I would
Waymaner.
slaughter it.
Miss Phyllis, if you will reach out to us via email, we will get that soap to you as well. Congratulations. That soap is awesome.
Yeah, I
We love it.
actually, one of our local companies here in town
Awesome white picket fence.
just bought a big, huge batch of my soap to put in their store.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
So that was pretty cool. That I have soap like actually in like real stores now. That's pretty cool.
So that's the 2 giveaways. We may, if we can stay on here, we may can give a bonus later. We'll just see how it goes, depending on if we can actually quit buffering. So thank y'all so much for watching us and winning those and winning those gifts. Yeah, Kathy did win it, but we were trying to hide it. Harley was, if you could hear Harley, she was standing right here, and she was like, "There it is, there it is." And we were trying to keep it quiet just for a little bit. Hey, Nancy from Gulfport. Hey, you're a few hours from us. That's awesome. So tell us what is going on in your world. So Misty posted, if you follow us on Facebook, Misty posted today of us pulling up some sweet potatoes. Actually, it was the Misty and the kids. Jennings, I think, was having more fun.
I didn't put what I was doing. I was just
Okay.
I was just taking pictures of them.
She
while
was
I
just taking
working.
pictures. But what I was saying was that we were harvesting sweet potatoes. Actually had 2 good harvests in 4x8 beds this year. And then also with the fall tomatoes that are jamming.
Yeah. I actually only took a picture of one with a little one beside it, but there's actually like 3 or 4 more out there that I totally missed.
I don't know if we need to call it fall tomatoes or like winter tomatoes because it is like mid-November here. So
Well, it still feels, I
It was
texted
amazing
him
day.
and I was like, "You're missing such a good afternoon." I mean, it was just so pretty.
pretty.
The weather was beautiful. It felt amazing. Like I could have just stayed out there all day. It felt so good.
yeah,
outside.
we had a really good harvest with our sweet potatoes this year. We were real pleased with it. Last year we tried to do more in ground. This year we did simply in raised beds, and that really was a game changer. Really was a game changer. Actually, it was the same place that we had potatoes, and so we'd let those beds rest until we were ready to replant, and they did phenomenal.
Yep. So I'm excited about that. They're curing out.
Thank you, Miss Nancy.
The first batch that
Thank
we
you, Miss
dug
Sue.
up that we have curing out looks really good.
They do.
So I'm glad. I'm actually going to be making a lot of sweet potato chips and using them into the dehydrator. So that'll be
Are you
something.
yawning already?
Yeah, that'll be something new, but for us, as far as I've never made sweet potato chips in the
Hey,
dehydrator, but I'm excited
Miss
about
Lana,
it.
we were bragging on your grow bags the other day. So when we started doing the grow bags, we did the tomatoes and we put them in the grow bags, and to be able to kind of water the grow bag and not just having to water inside the bucket or worry about holes in the buckets, that was a game changer.
Yeah.
So thank you, Miss Lana, so very much for the grow bags.
And today, like I needed to move them around, and they were so much more lightweight.
Oh my gosh, yes, they were
I mean,
so nice.
Yeah, it was very good to just be able to pick it up and just move
We
it where
appreciate
I needed
them so much. We're using absolutely every one of them, the little ones and the big ones for the tomatoes.
Yep.
And to be able to, again, to our
But
greenhouse.
Somebody planted too many.
I'm sorry, I did plant too many. So our greenhouse, where the hose reaches just enough to get in the greenhouse without having to pull out another 50-foot hose or 100-foot hose. So we're able to kind of water the bag, and it makes it a lot easier versus just the cups. So, oh my gosh, I lost you. She missed the giveaway. I'm sorry, Miss Francis. We can give one more thing away if we cannot buffer on YouTube. Every time we talk about giving something away, I think YouTube just takes us off. It's on purpose.
Yep, last time at our 5,000. Sorry.
You're coughing down like I am.
At our 5,000 giveaway, it did the same thing. Miss Sue,
thank you so
much.
It does mean a lot to us. You've been with us for a long time, so thank you so very much, and always being supportive to us. You're too good to us. Absolutely.
Really
So we
are.
appreciate you. What are your side dishes you're looking for making Thanksgiving?
What did you say?
What's the side dishes? Mary Beth said, what are your side dishes for Thanksgiving?
Well, this year we're doing pulled pork and potato salad.
Isn't it funny? We have, all right, let's talk about Thanksgiving. Turkey, greens, sweet potato jams, or whatever you want, sweet potato casserole, broccoli casserole. We're growing all that, and this year we decided to do pulled pork. Which we grow that too.
I don't think our broccoli is going to be ready. I checked on it today, and
It's
still
gonna be
don't
close, but
have.
not ready.
Yeah, I still don't. They're still not quite where they need to be as far as growth wise. I have put so much bunny manure. I'm so tired of seeing bunny manure. No,
Oh
I mean,
my
not
gosh,
really.
don't give me
Not
that.
really, but
Don't give me
I have
that.
pulled bunny manure out of their little bunny hutch and put it on broccoli. I put it in Brussels sprouts. I put it in tomatoes today. So I'm just taking it and putting it everywhere.
We're a huge believer of pulled pork. We love pulled pork. Actually, the last 2 years on Christmas or Thanksgiving, we've done something different. We've went away from tradition and done pulled pork. We're in the South, so we don't have those beautiful Christmas where we're all wearing a sweater and it's snowing outside. Pretty much we can like walk out with t-shirts and go to the smoker and grab our Boston butt. So we change it up a little bit. What is neat though, and you'll see this in a video probably tomorrow, Friday, we've been curing out our hams. We're actually fixing to smoke all our hams that we've had off all the pigs lately. So we have about 5 hams to put on. We have a friend of ours bringing over some of his bacon that he's been curing, and we're just gonna have a big old cookout smoker thing. So we're gonna also put that big Boston butt on. My Boston butt, y'all, is huge. Now Boston butt is not the butt of the pig. I know a lot of people don't know that, but the Boston butt's the front shoulder of the picnic. So we have the whole leg that we're gonna be able to put and smoke, and it's gonna be awesome. So it is literally like 40 pounds worth of a Boston butt, bone in. It looks beautiful. So we're ready to do that too. So we'll be smoking it when we smoke all the hams.
Yep.
And you'll see a lot of footage of that because these hams, they're awesome.
A few years ago, we decided just to do something different, just to kind of get away from the traditional ham, turkeys,
You're right, Dee Martin.
dumpling, dressing, sweet potato casserole, green beans, just to do something different. And I think one year we did like
3 of them are from our American guinea hogs, and 2 of these hams are conventional commercial hogs. So I'm anxious to see the different taste.
Can y'all see now?
No, I think it's our connection. I don't know what's going on. We're sorry. Hopefully we'll quit buffering. But we're able to try the difference between the succulent heritage pork ham and then again the conventional ham. So I'm anxious to see how they smoke and how different they are, and how they cure out. So we're gonna be excited about that. Also, Misty's been working on we're gonna start working on all the lard.
Yeah, well, I was planning on getting it out today, and I just had too much other stuff to do. And then when I got out digging the sweet potatoes, I was like, ooh, I need to fertilize this. Went in there and got the bunny manure out, and then I was like, oh, I want to repot this. So I got out and got distracted just doing other
And
stuff.
didn't get to the lard.
And then I was like, I need to know where your grinder is and all that stuff. And is it upstairs? I don't know if it's upstairs.
No, it's
in the
down
cabinet.
here.
Okay. So obviously, when you do lard,
Sorry about the buffering, y'all.
it renders down in like half the amount of time if the pieces are smaller, and it has to be at a lower temperature. So putting big chunks in there, it just doesn't render out really well. So I was like, I just don't have time to pull all that stuff out today and get in that huge project. So I made homemade pizza tonight. And then we had salad and bread pudding. I just totally lost what I was to say. So I was telling Kobe, I was like, I guess typically when you do this meal, you pull it out of the freezer, pop it in the oven, and maybe make up your dessert and be done with it. But because I made my
You would think money pit.
crust from scratch, I had all the cheeses I had to shred down because we buy it in bulk blocks. And then I make my own sauce. I had a big ham that I had to grind off for ham because we did ham and pineapple on one side and sausage on the other. So then I had to cook my sausage too. And by the time I got just the raw ingredients done to be able to put it together, I was in the kitchen already over an hour. And then, of course, I made the bread pudding. Then I had to go out and pick all the lettuce and get all that stuff washed. So I was telling him, my prep work in the kitchen for just cooking is way more than I guess what your average American, would say, hey, we're having bagged salad and frozen pizza. And, some people do that, and, that's totally fine. But because I try to make so much stuff from scratch, not only is it cheaper and it's more healthy because you don't have all the processed foods and chemicals, but it is just a lot more time consuming. So I just didn't have enough time to do it all today.
Hey, don't get mad at me. So rendering lard is going to be fun. We love the lard, and we love rendering our lard and using it for our pastry, stuff like it, our biscuits. It really is a game changer when we talk about our biscuits, wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. What? What are you smiling at?
I was just laughing because you were making fun of me earlier about the wax. I've been saying I want to do the wax too.
Every day. Every day.
I know. I even wrote it on the board today.
I'm going to do beeswax today because, we harvest. If you saw some of the videos, we just got done doing fall harvest of beeswax. And that beeswax has been sitting on our cabinet for about, a month and a half.
And Colby's like, I'm going to throw it away. And I'm like, no, you're not. I'm going to do it.
When I throw it away, I was going to give it back to the bees. But I laugh because every day she's like, I'm going to get to it. Today is the day. And what's so funny is we're both not procrastinators, but we're just so busy. It's been sitting there forever.
And then not only that, but ask Harley. At almost any given day, Livy is walking around like this on my leg. She is on my leg constantly, so I just can't move as fast. Unless one of the girls are holding her or she's napping, and she only takes one nap a day now. So unless one of the girls are holding her or she's napping, I have to just kind of do what I can with her. Sometimes I do it one-handed with her on my hip, so...
Miss Frankie, we like the leaf lard too. Now, we'll render all the lard, but the leaf lard is the best, and that's what we use the most of. And then, of course, you don't get much leaf lard, so we cut the leaf lard out and, of course, use the rest as well. Debbie Karen says, Misty is great at all homestead canning, baking, and soap making.
You're sweet, Grammy. I can't read the comments, so I'm just waiting on you to read them. I just can't see them. They're too little. And he's got the phone, like, way up in front of
No,
me.
I have the phone at normal rate, at normal distance. Misty needs like this distance.
No, I don't.
You like this distance? Can you read it now? We actually have one of those carriers, Miss Lana, and actually I wear it a lot more than she does it, because the Misty only weighs like 90 pounds, so she can't hardly wear it without it hurting her back. So I usually put the kid on us when we're outside. So Livy just chills. She walks around with us.
Yeah, well, she's kind of to that age where she wants to walk around some, but then she don't want Mama to go too far, or she likes to like grab my pants like this and just hold on to them. This is like as long as she can hold on to me, but then she walks really slow, and I'm like, I speed walk everywhere I go, so it slows me down a little bit. But she will get in the little slings some, but she doesn't like to be in it a whole lot.
Ruby, what is leaf lard? Leaf lard is actually next to the tenderloin. When you butcher a hog, the lard grows on the outside of a hog, especially on American guinea hog or a heritage breed. But even on the commercials, you're going to have that lard on the outside. The leaf lard is the purest of lard because it's in the internal cavity, right next to the tenderloin and the kidney. So your leaf lard is what is the purest, cleanest taste of lard. It's not a lot of it. It's just a little bit of it, and you'll take that out of the main cavity, and then of course your other lard is on the outside. So we render both of those. So that's a great question, but it's right next to the tenderloin and kidneys. Actually, Miss Frankie just said the same thing, but it is a good quality, high quality, very good, faint tasting.
You read the comments there, and I'll read them.
There was one more comment about. So for us, someone asked a question. I can't remember. I think it was Money Pit. How long lard lasts in the fridge? Last time we did it in the fridge. We didn't can it because we use it a lot. The thing too about being in the fridge, as long as you and Misty will talk about this when we do it. As long as you strain it and actually probably use a cheesecloth to get all the impurities out when you strain it off, such as all the cracklings. It's pretty pure and it will last in the fridge for a long time. We noticed at the very, very end of ours, we saw a little residue around the top, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it was almost like cheese. We just kind of took that little bit off that looked kind of sketchy.
They say
So we never had a problem.
On the counter for like 6 months, and then in the refrigerator for like a year. If I'm not mistaken, somebody can
You don't render those separate, Miss Sue. You just render. You have to render. For instance, like a tenderloin is in the inside of the pig. So basically, when you make your cuts, and you're starting with a half pig, the tenderloin is sitting right there, and the leaf lard is right next to the kidney. So you will take that out first before you start breaking down the actual pig. The other lard, it's not that it's not as good. It's just not got a clean or pure taste like the leaf lard does, and it tends to brown a little bit quicker, and it doesn't cook as easy as what leaf lard does. I know it's just not as pure. I guess that's the best way to say it. Yeah.
So Miss Frankie said hers is 16 months old and still great. I've got to can.
Yeah, so we used ours, and we used every bit of ours, even in the fridge, before we even canned it.
I've got to can lard. I need to can beef. I need to can chicken.
Scratching Indiana, we are.
I need to can chicken broth, bone broth.
And get to that beeswax.
I'm so far behind. And do the beeswax. And do, what were we just talking about that's on the board? I got to do the beeswax. Oh, and the lard. I need to render it down, and I need to can it.
Miss Rebecca, we've rendered lard in the crock pot the last few times, and the reason is because you don't have to be over it the whole time, and you don't risk burning it. Now, you can do it on the stove. Most people do it on the stove. You have to watch your temperature, especially on the electric stoves like we have, like a glass top, because you can tend to get it a little hot, and it won't, you could scald it or burn it. So the best thing to do is do it very low and slow, or to put it in a crock pot and let it just render. You just want to kind of mix it a little bit here and there. Cut your lard up in little pieces, and it will render a lot easier, like Misty said. Or you can just grind it. You can cube it or grind it, whatever's easier for you.
Yeah, it's work, but
Gardner.
It's definitely worth having for sure. We won't get rid of it. We will use it.
we're actually trying. What's so crazy is, we have 7 freezers. I know y'all have seen those, but where all the hams were and where the lard is kind of a sideways freezer, and we're needing that because we're fishing to process birds, and we'll be processing this other hog by year end or the 1st of January. So we're really trying to clean out that freezer, downsize to another freezer so we can have room to do what we need to do. So, Bar Run, thank you so much. On to the next milestone, and we'll just keep on giving stuff away. So,
All right, and then we had someone say, if you could explain what beeswax was.
So beeswax is when a bee is actually harvesting honey. What they're actually doing is pulling pollen and nectar from flowers and coming into the hive. Once it gets into the hive, they're building that wax frame, and they're building it out to store the honey.
Now the wax they produce, their bodies makes.
That's
Isn't
right.
that right?
It's producing out their body.
So the honey,
they're spitting.
right? They're basically throwing up nectar,
Yep.
and it makes honey. But their body actually produces the wax. They build
Cones.
a sail.
Mhm.
It's like a sail though.
Yep.
It's like a little circle or octagon. Hexagon. Anyway, so they go into that, and then they basically vomit up the nectar, which is honey. And then once they get it full, they'll actually cap that off with wax.
Mm-hmm.
And
Paint naked gardeners.
so when we go in, we will get the frames, which is like this square piece that has a plastic sheet in the middle, and they build their wax up on that and put the honey in them and then cap them off. Well, we don't want to pull them until all of the cells are capped off.
Mm-hmm. Or 95%,
At least, yeah. Almost all of them are. So then what we'll do is we'll bring them in, and Colby's got like this, it looks like a comb or like a metal brush, and then he'll go through and he'll scrape off those wax caps in the front and on the back side, because they do on both sides. We have what's called a honey extractor, and it's this big circle
Thanks for coming,
metal
extractor.
Yeah, but for somebody who's never seen one, it's like a barrel. Yeah, kind of like a barrel.
It's a stainless
like
steel
a
barrel.
metal, right?
And you're
you
cranking
put
it.
You put it down in this little contraption that when you turn the knob, it spins them really fast, and then the honey slings out and goes down into the bottom. Then what we'll do is take that frame out and scrape the rest of the wax off of that, and then all of the wax caps that go down in the honey, we strain that off. That's in the big barrel. We'll put like a 2-layer strainer, basically. I don't know.
Struggling with the words today.
The strainer.
So we have this contraption and get this.
It's a strainer, but I mean, is that what you just call it?
Like so it's a two basin strainer. So what it does, it's we don't do any kind of processing of honey, but what we do is we filter out, so we keep all the honey
but
that's
the
naturally
wax
going
doesn't
through there.
go in it.
That's right.
So then I get that wax and put it in a big huge pot and put water in it, boil it down, and basically melt the wax. And then I have different types of strainers for my wax, and then I go in and I pour it off in there and let the wax reharden. But all the impurities, if there's there's like a dead bug or a dead bee or anything in there that shouldn't be in there, all that strains out. And then I'm left with a little bit of water and a little bit of wax. And then I pop that wax out, and then I do it again. I melt it back down, run it back through the cloths again, and then I have molds that I will then pour the wax into, and then you end up with a clump of beeswax. Now, why do I do all of that?
Beeswax is pure and beautiful too. And as
Smells
Misty's fixing to say,
amazing.
so basically we take that bee, and that bee makes not only the honey, but the byproduct is the wax and also the propolis. So there's no waste like we do for the rest of our farm. But this is the main thing. If you listen to what she says about what she does with the wax, this is where it gets important for us.
Yeah. So then I take that wax that I've cleaned and purified out, and I make our chapstick with it. I make any type of buddy Body butters. I just totally mixed those words together. Sunscreen. It makes sunscreen water resistant. Diaper rash ointment. What else did I make with it?
You can make deodorant with it. You
Yes,
can do.
I've made deodorant with it before.
Any of our sunscreen. I know you kind of said this, anything
Yeah.
but anything that you're trying to protect, it really can do that.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal for us. So we really like it.
Those
it's a long
are
process.
the main things that I make every day, or not every day, but I make in bulk when I make. So sunscreen, diaper rash ointment, lip balm, skin salve,
All that.
diaper rash cream, all that stuff is. I use our beeswax. I actually, from spring, I got a ton. I actually sold several pounds of it, and still have a good bit of beeswax. But I use it when I make those products. So.
And we literally, once it gets a hard form, some people melt it down and they'll use it for all kinds of things. We've had people use it for making duck calls and things like that for a protectant, a natural protectant. What we do is we'll literally grind it down and utilize it in whatever Misty's putting in. We'll actually take a cheese grater.
I use a cheese grater. So, like, for example, if I'm going to make some diaper rash ointment, I just take a cheese grater and I take my mold of beeswax, and like I already have usually coconut oil, olive oil, things like that, maybe zinc oxide or whatever else it calls for, bentonite clay, whatever I'm using in there. And then I'll just take that block of wax and I will literally just grate it down, and then the shredded wax goes down in there, and then it gives it that waxy feeling that you want. But it, like Colby said, it's a huge skin protectant.
Sam, next bird butchering is very soon. We are this close.
Yep.
So we'll be in contact if you want to come join us.
Yep, they're getting fat.
I hope they can learn from us. Our goal is we don't want to become that channel where we give bored infomercials, but at the same time we do want it to be entertaining. But hopefully you learn something.
Oh, I
when
cannot
you watch
wait
it,
to get our next video recorded and shown on. So I cannot give any hints.
Which
It is
one?
going to be hilarious.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're doing a 10K giveaway.
prepping.
Yeah,
We're prepping for it. We've been doing some things.
It's
that
gonna be
we need to-
hilarious. Well, I'm just gonna shut up.
It's gonna be
Big
good.
Dave, I'm not gonna give it away.
It's gonna be good. That's all we're gonna say. We couldn't really record
Thanks,
it
Balls
until
Nations.
he is completely back to normal. I'm still struggling with my voice just a little bit, but I have been able to talk normally for the past few days, so that's a good thing. So we'll be able to get it recorded now that we both can actually talk. But it was like, as soon as we hit 10,000, it was like flu was full. I mean, I say it was the flu. Whatever we had was full blown in the house. So we really wanted to do it last Saturday,
just didn't happen.
but we just couldn't because I couldn't talk. So, yeah, but it's gonna be good. That'll be the fun, entertaining part of but our side, that side
I think
of it.
Misty's gonna like it more than I am. Tammy,
We cannot give any hints.
We
It's
actually
just gonna
have
take a while to give
we
hints.
actually gonna be doing a little of the outdoor. We really never did a formal outdoor kitchen reveal, but we've been doing a lot of informal filming
Well,
out
I
there.
finally
so
got
you'll
it
see
decorated
Yeah.
for Christmas and all
And that's
of that.
when we'll try to
so-
do it very, very soon, because we actually have talked about it. We just actually have never done a formal, true.
Well, we
hey, this is
just
what
got it
looks like.
cleaned up. I mean, really, literally, when we were down, just putting all the Christmas stuff out, I made y'all move
Thanks,
the
Mike.
swing, and I reworked the rugs, and I mean,
It was on Halloween when we did that.
I think it was Christmas, baby, because Daddy and them just moved that swing in the shop, and I moved the furniture and stuff around.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, I think we're gonna get off, but before we do, I think I'm feeling lucky. So let's just give another thing of soap out. You want to?
okay.
So let's do another soap giveaway. But we
I
gotta
don't
come up
have
with a
a
good
question.
question. Yeah, I don't have it. I should have thought about that before I said that. So we're gonna give a soap giveaway away for who's
That
left.
should be a question.
So what would be a good question?
Don't put me on the spot. I don't know.
Let's think of something old. What's a good question?
What about our first cow?
No, that we've done that one several times on talking about her.
See if anybody remembers the way I did Levy's reveal for the kids.
Okay, so we're gonna do 2 mini soap giveaways. One is gonna be like a 2 or 3 bar kit. No, it's gonna be a 2 or 3 bar kit. Okay, so it's like a 1 packet. So the first one is like Misty said. What was the way that we revealed when we were trying to find out gender reveal
No.
for?
Livy.
Was it Livy?
Livy.
Not gender reveal. It was when we announced to the kids.
Kids.
I don't even remember that.
I did.
I thought we were doing the one where she did the egg thing. Is that not the
No,
one
we
we're talking about?
didn't.
We weren't doing.
Oh, we weren't doing that
YouTube
thing. Okay.
I better take over.
Yeah, you
this.
take over that one. I don't even know that answer.
Okay, when we announced to the kids, we recorded it that we were pregnant with Livy. How did we announce that? Oh, somebody already got it. Scavenger hunt. Haley Family Homestead.
Haley Family Homestead, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all are rocking it. Jeez.
Yes, y'all are.
I'm glad you
I
reminded
think
me.
I can come up with good questions, and then I'm like, they already knew that. How did they know that fast?
Okay, now that's one.
So
Hallie,
please email us.
Email us, Hallie, and that way we can get something to you. All right, now here's the last question. This is gonna be a long question.
Yes, we did. It was like a scavenger hunt in a game. It was really cute. I had them going on a scavenger hunt. They found clues and they put the little piece together that said
And Aiden-
Santa's not the only one coming this year because
And
we had
Aiden
baby
didn't
Livy on
believe
December the 18th.
Thank you.
Miss Rebecca, thank you so
you
much.
so much.
Super
Y'all
chats
are
just mean the world to us. So thank you so much, Miss Rebecca, for
blowing.
that.
I always say y'all blow our socks off, but y'all really do.
Well, we appreciate that, Miss Sue, Miss Rebecca, for sure, for being so sweet to us. Last question, and we're going to try to get all 4, but if you can't get all 4, that's okay. Just however many you can. The original sheep. What is the name of the original 4 lambs or sheep that we got in a video?
4 names.
The 4 names. Hey, you try to make easy questions. I'm trying to get a little more difficult. So what are the 4 original sheep that we got on farm years ago?
And we'll be looking and see.
2 of those sheep are still here.
Yeah, 2 are still here.
2
I
are
was
still
like,
here.
wait,
2 are
3,
not
but
with us
2
anymore.
Yeah.
2. One of them we slaughtered and
And
one
if
of
we
them died.
if we can get the majority, that's okay. So who can get 4 or as close to it as possible?
Oh, you got it again. Oh my God.
We're gonna have to like double Hallie. I'm telling you.
You got it. That's it.
Trump.
I mean, she got every one of them. Trump,
She did.
Donald, Daisy, and Minnie. That's it. See, look.
All right, so you're going to come
My
up with like
questions
we're going to
were
like
all
go back
easy.
and dig into some of our videos and try to find some things that these people may not know.
Yep, they got every
Hallie said
one
to
of
give
them.
to someone else. So, gosh, I don't know if I can think of another question that you may not know. A few more people got that too. So, let's see. What's one more question? She got that one again.
Aiden, can you come up with one?
What's a good
When
question?
did we? What was our first bull we got?
Permanent chicken fences.
That one was easy.
No, that one's easy too. We gotta come up with something different. You're on the clock, so you gotta hurry. You gotta hurry.
I know,
You
it's
gotta get
already
it out.
past 9.
I know you
too.
gotta hurry. What are you doing? What is it?
What is our least favorite animal in the farm?
No, that
was
real
real easy there.
We've talked about this before.
You got a minute.
So let's
You
see
got a minute. You
if
got a
anybody
minute.
knows it. We have talked about this
All right.
before.
So last time,
since
last
we're
thing.
talking about soap, in our soaping video, I got tickled at Colby and started laughing because of what he was doing behind the camera. What was he doing behind the camera?
What was I doing behind the camera?
That was pretty funny. I remember that. I was there watching.
See who can get this one. It was in my
Why
soaping video.
was Misty laughing?
And I got tickled at him because he was doing something behind the camera.
Rebecca nailed it.
Yeah, he was dozing off. Good
That does not
job.
mean that video was bad. That video was really good. But to be honest with you, we had a long night with our kids that night,
Yeah,
and I was sleeping.
actually, that's when Jennings was sick,
It was
and
bad.
he had been up. We had been up almost all night with him. So all the winners, y'all,
Okay, so-
please send us an email.
Yes, please. And let's see if I can remember them all. So Hallie, Rebecca L., who we thank you again for being on. You please reach out to us via email. D. Martin and Miss Phyllis. All y'all, please reach out to us. Send us an email. We'll get all your addresses and get this sent to you. You can send it to us privately, so that way we'll get it taken care of. And we appreciate y'all so much.
We really do.
For everything y'all do for us, the super chats, and then also just hanging with us through this crazy buffering live that we did tonight. But next time we do a giveaway, we're just going to do it secretly. We'll just put it on the front screen. We won't talk about it in the title, okay?
Can you tell them bye-bye?
Can you say bye?
Say bye-bye. Look, you can do it. Say bye.
Hey, onward to 15 and 20,000. So if you have friends, you can tell them to subscribe to the max too. So, you tell them bye? You say bye? Say bye-bye?
She can do it, but I just don't think she is.
He just woke up.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. God bless.
Happy homesteading, y'all.
You gonna say
She
bye?
says, I'm just going to give you crickets tonight.
Happy homesteading, y'all.